If you're over 40 and trying to lose fat, stop thinking you automatically need to do more cardio. More cardio is not the answer. I don't do heavy cardio anymore. I strength train 3 days a week. I aim for 8 to 10,000 steps a day. And there's a reason I completely changed the way I train. At 45, I did the exact opposite. I was killing myself working out 6 days a week, 45 minutes to an hour and a half. I would do a 30 to 45-minute strength train. Then I would add on 30 to 40 minutes of cardio after every strength training because cardio is supposed to give that extra burn. Yes, I lost 29 pounds, but I never got to my actual goal weight. And more importantly, I couldn't sustain it because when I went back to working out 3 to 5 days a week, eating normally, not severely restricting my calories, I gained back about 18 pounds over the course of 18 months. And that's exactly why I changed how I think about exercise at 48 now, because strength training is important. Maintaining your muscle mass is important. As we get older, we lose muscle mass. And the goal isn't just to get smaller and get skinnier, it's to lose fat while maintaining as much lean muscle as possible because you don't just want to make the scale go down, right? Sometimes when you get to a certain point, the scale actually goes up because you're building that muscle mass. So the goal is lose as much fat and retain as much muscle and then continue to build muscle. Now, am I saying all cardio is bad? Absolutely not. If you love cardio, if you love running, you love swimming, you love cycling, do that. It's great for heart health. But what I'm saying is it doesn't need to be the focus. Now, I get my steps in, and yes, sometimes I do some interval training where I'm walking at a faster pace. There's actually something called Chinese walking where you're doing 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. All walking, but 3 minutes at a slower pace, 3 minutes at a more brisk pace. But I stopped making cardio the centerpiece of my weight management strategy. And now I strength train 3 to 5 days a week. I aim for somewhere between 8 to 10,000 steps a day. It's simple and it's sustainable. And it's something I can actually see myself doing long term. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Christine Jennings. I'm a nurse midwife, a mom to twins, and I've spent the last 21 years caring for women through every stage of life. And now I'm passionate about helping women over 40 understand what's happening in their bodies so they can feel like themselves again. And I want to be completely transparent here because I don't want somebody to watch this video and think, okay, I just need to lift some weights and then I'll lose the weight, because that's not the whole story. So at 47, a year ago, just over a year ago, I actually started using GLP-1 GIP, which is tirzepatide. I did it under medical guidance through a healthcare provider, prescription, one who knows my health history, right? I'm not saying medications for everyone because, they have risks, they have side effects, they're not for everyone. So definitely, if it's something you want to consider, you want to get with a healthcare provider who can look at your medical history and determine if it's something that's right for you. But I'm telling you this because I want you to have the whole story. But what I really want you to understand is losing weight and building a strong, healthy body are not exactly the same goal. But the medication was a very important tool in my journey because that is the one thing I added that finally made things start working. Because I was doing all the things. I was working out, I was counting my macros, I was doing all the things, and the scale was going up. I added in tirzepatide, GLP-1 GIP, and my first month, I dropped 7 pounds. And then over the course of 7 months, I dropped 28 pounds. Got down to 18% body fat, the lowest I've ever gotten. I prioritize strength training. I prioritize my protein. I prioritize staying active. And that is what looks so different now compared to then. And I'm not punishing myself for what I eat. And I'm definitely not destroying myself with 6 days a week, crazy cardio, crazy strength training, crazy amounts of time in the gym because I'm thinking about the next 20, 30, 40 years. Can I stay strong? Can I maintain muscle? Can I keep moving? Can I actually sustain what I'm doing? Because the best exercise plan isn't the one that burns the most calories today. It's the one that's going to support you in your health that you can consistently keep doing day after day, week after week, month after month. And if you're wondering where to start, you don't need to completely overhaul your life tomorrow. Start with a couple days of strength training every week, walk more, and then build from there. But truly find something that you enjoy and find something that you're going to stick with. And if you want my free hormone metabolism guide, which covers hormones, HRT, GLP-1s, peptides, metabolic health, comment guide below or DM me on Instagram guide and I will shoot that over to you. And if you're a woman over 40 trying to figure out how to feel strong, healthy, and feel like yourself again, subscribe and follow along for more videos because we're going to keep having honest conversations about what's actually working and what isn't. So I'll see you in the next one.